And when we look over to the left, I have a set of groups that I can go ahead and belong to. So these different groups are kind of a way to kind of filter like areas of interest. So if I'm interested in a particular group, such as maybe marketing or operations or sales, I can go ahead and join that group as a whole. Groups can be, when they're created, they can be made public. So if I want to go ahead and create a group, I'll go ahead and let's try that again. Okay. So when I go ahead and create a group, I'll specify a name. I can give the group a specific description itself. I can also specify whether the group is public or private. And that's important because not all the times if you have like an internal team group, you might want to keep that private. But if you want to allow members to see the group and be able to be a part of the group and join the group randomly, let's say you might want to have a team of people that maybe are SharePoint experts or Azure experts within your organizations. So you can easily have people that can share and collaborate information there. You can also create external networks. And external networks are a great way to be able to engage people that are outside of your organization. So your network within your organization is basically just for you and your employees, but if you have partners and vendors that are potentially customers that might interact with you, you can actually create external networks where you can share information that is consumable by that audience. And again, you can define whether the network is open, so anybody can go ahead and add themselves to the network, or if it's a closed, basically invite-only type of network as well. So to the right, just to kind of quickly go through, you can see the recent activity that has occurred for the various users. So we can see that Sarah Davis, that's what groups she has joined. We can also see, if we go down a little lower, we can suggest to people that might have the same interests as myself. So again, when I talk about breaking down these silos, these people may be located in a totally different location from where my team is. I could be in Chicago, they could very much well be in Germany, but it will suggest those people saying, hey, both of you are interested in paralegal, so you guys might want to make sure that you guys stay connected together. And that way, when we share thoughts and ideas and content, you guys are aware of what each other's sharing, so you don't replicate efforts. We can also take a look at trending files and content that's actually posted up into Yammer. So anything that might be important, that might be actually useful, you can go ahead and administrate. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the capabilities. Obviously, we can share updates like we can in documents and post-poll, but one of the key things you can do is you can create an announcement, such as the announcement that you see at the top here. So I can specify an announcement. And I can go ahead and post that. And I can specify who I'm going to actually post that for. And what will happen is that announcement will then appear in everybody's page at the top when they go ahead and sign on. So everybody within my organization will be automatically able to see that announcement. And then once you went ahead and read the announcement, you can then go back, and that announcement is then gone. So some other things that you can do as well is you can actually use polls. Now, I won't go through the process of creating a poll, but one of the things you can do is give you the opinions within your organization, your HR departments. Maybe your CXOs are looking for different ideas or bouncing different ideas off of different individuals. And you can specifically invite people to go ahead and submit to the poll, or you can have people just go ahead and discover the poll on their own accord. This is really a great idea, being able to exchange ideas and giving people a way to engage in order to be able to feel like they have a choice or give their opinion on what they think is a good or maybe a bad idea. So if we take a look down here, we can see that there's a poll here. So I know I put it in here a little bit ago. Okay, so when creating a poll, let's go ahead and create a simple one here. So we'll say, we can do a simple poll here, say, I'm not having much luck with the network right now. So we'll just go ahead and continue and move forward. So you have the ability to create polls. You can also go ahead and praise individuals as well. Oh, there we go. So I can go ahead and praise somebody. So if someone's doing an excellent job, I can go ahead and make sure that everybody is aware of the work and the effort that they're putting in, into whatever task that they were doing. So that way I can acknowledge somebody for doing a particularly good job, which is always a great thing to be able to do. So with that, you also have the ability, as I mentioned, to look at different networks. I mentioned that you have your own home network, that's to your own organization, but you can also look at networks that are external, such as maybe I want to look at all my suppliers that are in Latin America. I can go ahead and select on that specific network and then be able to see what the feeds and the information that's being provided there as well. So here I can see everything that's going on with all the feed information that's coming in over from my Latin American suppliers. Now, one of the things to the right as well, as you can see, is I have the online now ability, which basically tells me who's online. So I can instantly go ahead and communicate with somebody, just basically like through an IM, and be able to directly communicate with individuals that are actually online. So with that, that's kind of the general basic grand tour of what Yammer has to offer. And one of the key things, it's really about kind of breaking down the individual walls that we have that typically just naturally end up being created as organizations get larger and larger. The challenge is, how do we effectively communicate across the different silos, across the different teams, and still be able to be productive? And social the enterprise social is that answer.